Hello there, everybody, and welcome. My name is Tamir Moore, and welcome to the latest episode here on my YouTube channel. Also, I will invite you to follow me on social media as I often post there a lot. You can check out the links to my Twitter and Instagram profiles on this intro screen. And one last quick thing, you can check out my latest video by clicking the card in the upper right corner. And now it is time to start today's featured episode. Hi, everybody. Welcome inside the broadcast booth for the NFL on Fox. We're getting ready for this Week 1 NFC East showdown between the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders. My name is Tamir Moore. It is great to be back with you. I'm starting my 14th season as an analyst and commentator for the National Football League. It is great to have you with us. Hope it was a great summer for you. So excited to be back. Before we begin today, I do want to say thank you. Thank you for all the thoughts and all the prayer that you sent about my dad. My dad, of course, has been in the hospital for the last month. My dad is stable. He's okay. And I really do appreciate that. It has been a stressful, very emotional, and chaotic time for my family. And you guys have helped me get through it because without the support that you've shown me, I'm not sure I would have gotten through this. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And Dad, today's broadcast and the broadcast coming up until you get fully well, I said this last week, of course, I'm going to say it again, is dedicated to you. We got the Giants and the Commanders today. This is the 187th time that the Giants and Commanders have played, including the playoffs. And let's get into the game notes for this week with the debut episode of a series I like to call What You Need to Know. Every week, I will be here on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, X, whatever, to give you guys a game preview of the game that I'm covering for the week. And we start with the debut episode of For What You Need to Know series with this Week 1 Commanders-Giants clash. As I mentioned before, this is 187th time that New York and Washington has played regular season and post. And of course, last year, Washington swept the Giants in the 2-game regular season series. Last year, Washington had a Cinderella story. They went 12-5. They made it all the way to the NFC Championship game for the first time since the 1991 season, for ultimately losing to the Eagles. As for the Giants, they are coming off a dismal 2024 season, going 3-14, tied with Cleveland and Tennessee for the worst record in football. So the Giants have nowhere to go but up entering into 2025. Giants head coach Brian Daboll is 1-2 in season openers. Commanders head coach Dan Quinn is 2-5 in season openers. What I have for you and what I've compiled throughout the course of the week, getting ready for this one, is 14 keys, 7 for the Giants and 7 for Washington, to get you set for the game that is about to unfold. So let's get into it. Let's start with key number 1. We're going to go to the visitors today, the New York Giants. Russell Wilson, the Super Bowl champion, begins his 14th season in the NFL and begins his first season with the New York Giants. Our second key is on the Washington side. Let's us begin the second year of rising star Washington Commanders quarterback Jayden Daniels. Jayden Daniels, of course, the number 2 overall pick out of LSU last year, won Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2024. Following a season, he led Washington to their first NFC Championship game in 33 years. Key number 3, flip it back to the Giants. Pay attention to the impact that Russell Wilson will have on second-year wide receiver for the Giants, Malik Nabers. Nabers compiled 1,200 yards last year. And also keep in mind, Malik Nabers has been dealing with a back injury for most of the week this year. He was limited in practice on Friday. The Giants held him back. Giants head coach Brian Daboll said that Malik Nabers is okay, and Malik Nabers will be good to go for Sunday. So that's good news if you are a Giants fan. Key number 4, flip it over to the Commanders. Can Washington Commanders wide receiver Terry McLaurin exploit this matchup versus the Giants quarterbacks? Last year, McLaurin had nearly 11,000 receiving yards. And, of course, Terry McLaurin got paid a couple weeks ago, so he's very happy. We all know, of course, McLaurin had to hold in with Washington earlier in the season. And, of course, he requested a trade. But after the Commanders' final preseason game against Baltimore, a few days after that, Washington GM Adam Peters and Terry McLaurin came to terms on a contract that makes both sides happy, so that's good. And Terry McLaurin is Jayden Daniels' number 1 targeted wide receiver, so it's good to see Terry McLaurin sign and ready to go for the 2025 season. And McLaurin has previously played in 6 Week 1 games. Key number 5, back to the Giants. We're going to see the debut today of number 3 overall pick, Al Carter, the rookie linebacker out of Penn State. There's tons of pressure on him. Anytime you're a first-round pick, especially a top 5 pick, there's tons of pressure on him. Let's see what Abdul Carter is able to show us in his NFL debut going up against a really good Washington team led by, of course, Jayden Daniels, who, of course, pulled the triggers for them. Key number 6, back to the Commanders here. We will see the debut of Deebo Samuel Sr., I should say, the newly acquired Washington wide receiver. Of course, Deebo spent time in San Francisco. Previously, Commander fans had disliked Samuel Sr., but now he's playing for them. Last year, Deebo compiled 670 yards, a down season for Deebo, but hopefully Deebo can bounce back with Jayden Daniels, Terry McLaurin, and offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury thinks Deebo's going to have a bounce-back season for the Washington Commanders. All right, key number 7, back to the Giants. We are going to watch a great matchup here in the trenches. We're going to see the Washington offensive line versus the Giants pass rush. Last year, the Giants pass rush was able to pick up 45 sacks, which was tied for 8th. So last year, Giants were top 10 in the league in sack. Key player to watch, Brian Burns, formerly the Carolina Panthers. Kayvon Thibodeau, of course, played at Oregon. And, of course, Dexter Lawrence, big 97 in there. So if you're Washington, you got a game plan for these 3 players, and you got to find a way to double team them, take them out the game, try to push these guys back 10, 15 yards downfield. So that should be a fun matchup to watch. Key number 8, let's talk about the Commanders' offensive line. Laremy Tunsil comes over from Houston. It's part of the new blindside blocker tactic that the Commanders are employing to try to protect better quarterback Jayden Daniels. He is part of a newly revamped offensive line in the nation's capital. The Commanders has spent this offseason really talking about we got to protect Jayden Daniels, number 5, up front, and Laremy Tunsil, who's one of the best left tackles in football, certainly will help with that. Key number 9, let's talk about the Giants and their secondary. The Giants changed their secondary a little bit. In Week 1, we're going to see the Giants debut of cornerback Paulson Adebo and safety Javon Holland. Adebo and Holland will be paired with safety for the Giants, Tyler Nubin. Add Giants quarterback Deonte Banks and nickel corner Drew Phillips to that mix. Key number 10, a new pass rush look for Washington this season, including former 49ers defensive tackle Javon Kinlaw and 2-time Super Bowl champion defensive end / linebacker Von Miller. Key 11, back to the Giants now. Look out for Giants wide receivers Wan'Dale Robinson and Darius Slayton. See what type of impact they'll have Sunday in the game. We'll see how early and how often Russell Wilson refers to those 2 wide receivers. We all know in the wide receiver room, Malik Neighbors will get most of the targets, but Wan'Dale Robinson and Darius Slayton will be integrated in as well, so they'll have a chance to make an impact on their own accord. Key number 12, back to the Commanders. A couple new starters in their secondary, including cornerback Jonathan Jones and safety Will Harris. Also, second-round rookie corner Trey Amos debuts in Week 1. Key 13, the running back-linebacker battle, Giants versus Commanders. We're going to watch Giants running back Tyrone Tracy versus Commanders linebackers Frankie Rubu and Bobby Wagner. And finally, key number 14, we're going to watch the running back-linebacker battle on the other side, Commanders versus Giants. Commanders quarterback Jayden Daniels, who is an established runner. Commanders running back Austin Eckler. And Commanders rookie running back Ja'Cory Marriott, Ja'Cory Crosby Marriott versus Giants inside linebackers Michael McFadden and Bobby Okereke. This should be a fun matchup, though, to see which running back-linebacker matchup will ultimately dominate the other one. That's something that we should watch as well. So those are your 14 keys in this debut episode of What You Need to Know. We're really excited for this matchup, Giants-Commanders. It's always great to start the season with divisional rivalries. Both teams understand the importance of winning this game. You win, you're tied for first place with the Eagles, who are 1-0, who beat Dallas on Thursday night. If you lose this game, you're 0-1. You have 1 division loss already, and you're already tied for last place after the first week. So this game is very pivotal. Yes, it's only the first week, but this game is a high-stakes matchup. I expect fireworks in this game. Giants-Commanders, you two teams have met so many times for the years. There's no love lost whatsoever. I expect these two teams to go out there and get after it Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern on Fox. We'll be back with you next Sunday for what you need to know. Our Week 2 game will be the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs in a rematch of Super Bowl 59. This is Tamir Moore saying so long from Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. Thanks for watching. Enjoy Giants Commanders in the rest of the Week 1 action. What's up, guys? It's Tamir Moore. I appreciate you for watching today's video, and I look forward to seeing you next time for another YouTube video. In the meanwhile, don't forget to like and subscribe, and also check out my social media profiles and my YouTube profile, which I provided in this outro screen. So long, everybody, and have a great day.